Yo, what's good, fam? SeemlyTuber back, and today we are finally, definitively, and without a shadow of doubt, settling the most fierce, the most ancient, the most undying debate in all of anime history. It's the battle lines drawn between purists and pragmatists, between tradition and accessibility. We're talking sub versus dub. And listen, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, SeemlyTuber's gonna play it safe. Gonna say, watch what you prefer. Wrong. Not today, fam. Today, we're picking a side, drawing a line in the sand, and I'm here to tell you with absolute clarity and irrefutable evidence why one side is clearly superior. Prepare for some uncomfortable truths, some undeniable logic, and some serious mic drops, because today we're proving why dubbed anime reigns supreme. Let's get it. Alright, fam, let's be real. This sub versus dub debate is older than Naruto's ramen addiction. It's a classic for a reason. Everyone's got an opinion, and everyone thinks their way is the only right way. But honestly, for too long, the narrative has been dominated by certain, let's call it sub-elitism. The idea that if you're not squinting at tiny white text at the bottom of your screen, you're somehow not a true anime fan, or you're missing out on some sacred, untranslatable essence. Well, today, we're flipping the script. We're tearing down the gatekeeping, and we're celebrating the true, unadulterated enjoyment of anime. Because when you break it down, the advantages of watching dub aren't just about convenience. They're about a fundamentally better, more immersive, and more accessible viewing experience for the vast majority of fans. So, let's dive into the core reasons why the dub side is not just good, but clearly the champion. This is the absolute biggest, most undeniable advantage of watching dub, fam. Pure, uninterrupted immersion. Think about it. When you're watching a subbed anime, especially during a high-octane fight scene, or an emotional confession, or a visually stunning animation sequence, what are your eyes doing? They're glued to the bottom of the screen, reading those tiny white subtitles. You're splitting your focus, constantly torn between the gorgeous animation happening on screen and the text you have to read to understand what anyone is saying. How many times have you missed a subtle character expression, a crucial background detail, a lightning-fast animation flourish, or a fluid combat choreography because your brain was too busy processing text? Too many, fam, too many. Dubs free your eyes. They let you fully, completely, and utterly soak in every single frame of that beautiful animation. You get to see the director's full vision, the animator's incredible work, and subtle nuances of facial expressions, the intricate details of a fight without your eyes darting back and forth like a squirrel trying to cross a highway. When Goku went Ultra Instinct, you shouldn't be reading, you should be witnessing. When Levi spins with his ODM gear, you shouldn't be reading, you should be feeling that momentum. This is about total sensory engagement, and dubs deliver that in spades. Let's be real, fam. Life happens, and sometimes you just want to enjoy your anime without having to dedicate 100% of your brain power to reading. This is where dubs actually crush it. Multitasking and accessibility. Want to eat a snack? Watch anime while you're doing laundry? Glance at your phone for a second? Enjoy a meal? With subs, you miss everything. With dubs, you can still follow the story still understand the dialogue, still get that anime fix without being chained to the screen. It makes anime a truly casual, enjoyable experience for those moments when you just want to chill. But beyond convenience, think about the sheer accessibility. Not everyone has perfect vision to quickly read subtitles. Not everyone wants to read for 20 minutes straight after a long day. For viewers with reading difficulties, visual impairments, or simply those who prefer to absorb information audibly, dubs are a game changer. They break down barriers and open up the incredible world of anime to a vastly wider global audience. This is how anime goes mainstream, how it gets on TV in different countries, how it reaches millions who might otherwise be excluded. If you truly love anime, shouldn't you want more people to enjoy it, regardless of their reading preference? Dub makes anime truly for everyone. Okay, I hear the old school argument already, but early dubs were cringe. The voices were bad. They changed the script. And yeah, fam, we can admit it. Early dubs, especially from the 90s or early 2000s, had their rough patches. Some of them were, well, inexperienced. But those days are long gone. And some of them old Dragon Ball Z movies that were English dubbed, bruh, the soundtrack, oh man, y'all don't know what y'all missing, man. Y'all don't know what y'all missing. Modern dubs have had a glow up of epic proportions. We're talking professional, dedicated voice actors who are passionate about anime. We're talking significantly better scripts, often with direct input or oversight from the Japanese production committees to maintain integrity. We're talking increased budgets, better sound mixing, and studios pouring immense talent into localization. Think about it. Dubs for shows like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, even classics like Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood are universally praised. Sometimes even preferred by fans who started with subs. The performances are nuanced. The emotion is palpable, and the dialogue flow naturally for English speakers. The idea that all dubs are bad is an outdated, frankly elitist take. Some of these voice actors are aura-forming with their vocal performances alone, delivering chills. Madara in Naruto? English, bro, without you needing to read a single line. And this lost in translation argument, fam, all translations involves interpretation. Even subtitles make choices. A good dub localization team strives to capture the spirit and emotional intent of the original, sometimes even adapting cultural jokes or making dialogue flow more naturally for the targeted language. As are some nuances different? Sure, but new nuances can also be gained, making the dialogue resonate more deeply with the local audience. It's not about losing, it's about adopting and gaining. This ties directly into immersion, fam. When you're watching a dub, your brain isn't splitting focus. It's fully engaged with the vocal performance, allowing the voice actor's portrayal of emotion to hit you directly, powerfully, and without intellectual effort. A good dub performance can convey anger, sadness, joy, desperation, or triumph just as powerfully, if not more so, because you're not multitasking. You hear the crack in a character's voice during a moment of despair. You hear that raw power in a transformation scream. You feel the subtle shift in tone during a quiet, emotional confession. While Japanese voice actors are legendary for a reason, English voice actors and those in other languages are equally talented at conveying that raw emotion and nuance in their native tongue. Hearing a character consistently speak in a voice you deeply connect with without the barrier of reading creates a stronger, more immediate emotional bond. You feel the character rather than just reading their words. Now, fam, let's talk about the uncomfortable truth. For too long, there's been a segment of anime community that uses the sub versus dub debate as a form of gatekeeping. The idea that if you prefer dubs, you're somehow less than, not a true fan, or missing the point. That's not just wrong, fam, it's toxic. And there's a lot of toxic people in anime. If you're out here judging how someone else enjoys their anime, if you're trying to police their preferences, you're doing it wrong. The ultimate goal of anime, of any entertainment, is enjoyment. If watching dubs allows someone to enjoy the story more, to be more immersed, to introduce friends or family to a show that wouldn't otherwise watch, then that's a monumental win for anime. The original voice acting is superior argument is ultimately a subjective preference, not a objective truth. For some, the Japanese voices might feel too dramatic or unfamiliar. For others, a localized dub just hits different. It's all about individual connection. The idea of lost in translation is also often weaponized. While a direct translation might differ, a skilled localization team aims for emotional and contextual accuracy, often leading to dialogue that feels more natural and impactful in the target language. is not about losing something. It's about gaining accessibility and connection for a new audience. So fam, the verdict is in. While the sub versus dub war will probably never end, truly, when you break down the arguments based on immersion, accessibility, and incredible leap in modern dub quality and pure emotional engagement, the choice is clear. Dubbed anime, for the vast majority of viewers, seeking full immersion and ease of access is clearly the superior way. No, we're not gonna argue over it. I have spoken. SeemlyTuber has spoken. It's clearly the superior way to experience your favorite shows. Unless you truly see the animation, share the experience, and enjoy the story without distraction. Ultimately, there's no wrong way to enjoy anime. Watch what you love, in the way you love it. But if you've been hesitant to try dubs, or if you've been swayed by the elitist arguments, I challenge you. Give a modern dub a shot. Your eyes and your brain will thank you. What do you think, fam? Am I absolutely right and dubs are the undisputed kings, or are you still clinging to those subtitles like it's your last piece of sensu bean? Let me know in the comments below. Let's keep this debate spicy, but ultimately respectful. If this video opened your eyes, if it clarified the true power of dubs, or just got you hyped for anime, smash that like button, show your dub pride, and subscribe to SeemlyTuber for more epic anime debates, passionate arguments, and all the anime heat you can handle. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our weekly drops and check out our other controversial hot takes right here on the end screen. I'll catch y'all at the next anime cookout. Peace.